I thought about a new idea. My new idea was a segment called What the Were They Thinking? And that's basically whenever you think about a car or a manufacturer or something, um, just bringing up something from the past, from history, and talking about it. Like, what were they thinking when they made that? Or what were they thinking when they came up with this car? Or what were they thinking whenever this happened or they created this type of technology because it was a disaster? What do you guys think about that? I think that would be a good idea. I think it would be a little spice to the channel. You know, I'm I'm liking it. I'm thinking it's a good idea. I ran my boss the other day. I ran it by him. I kind of did like a test trial or whatever. And as he was walking by, I was like, "Thank you for tuning in to what did I say? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of What the Fuck Were They Thinking? Today, your host, me, Richard. Let's talk about it." And then I waited a few seconds and I said, "Let's talk about the 2006 Ford Escape, that body style. What the fuck were they thinking?" And he said, "Well, what do you mean? It's a good looking vehicle." And I said, "Well, yeah, it is. It's kind of like that date that you went on Tinder or you went on Plenty of Fish and you found, and all the pictures and stuff looked perfect and it was just an amazing vehicle, right? You understand what I'm saying? Comparing the person to the vehicle. You go out to dinner, it smells good, it looks good, it's dressed good. But then you get underneath the hood and she takes her Spanx out and all of a sudden that fupa falls out and you're like, what the fuck did I get myself into? And then you lay down with it because you're a little drunk and you have at it, right? Then you wake up in the morning and you look over to the left after you're sober and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking? That's kind of like the Ford Escape. It's great looking. It's got a lot of nice features and stuff, right? It's a decent looking vehicle. And then you get that thing up in the air and you look underneath and oh my damn, oh my God. Wow. The subframe's rotted out. The control arms are rotted out. The sides of where the body panels come down and connect is rotted out. The backing plates are something to do with that era of them building those Ford Escapes where they didn't treat the metal properly or paint it properly, or I don't know what the hell happened. But over the last year, 2 years of me really paying attention to that body style Ford Escape, holy hell, man. Every one that I pull in the shop, it's like the bottom end of the vehicle is literally falling out of it. It's kind of like, what the were they thinking? It's kind of like that Tinder date. And this goes for the ladies too. This is this is not me being a male chauvinist pig. I'm just speaking of an example. What the were they thinking, or what was I thinking? Wow. I'm sure I can think of many stories in my life where I can look back on my life and say, what the hell was I thinking? What was Ford thinking when they created that body style with that type of technology to where every single one of them that come in, they just literally falling apart. The shit just falling out of them. You can't lift it up because you crush the frame. You can't do this because you do this. You can't, you got to tell the customer, well, I got to put a subframe in your car. I got to put lower control arms in your car. Your backing plates have already rotted off the back of your vehicle and it ain't but a few years old. Even back then you hear guys that just a few years after they were built talking about, my God, how bad they rusted so fast. What were they thinking? True story. Maybe that'll be a new segment. What do you guys think?